Pap is typically made by filtering out the chaff, but if you've ever wondered if some of the brand nutrients is lost in the process, or simply find the 3-day long conventional method of making pap tedious, then you want to watch this video till the end. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is a reverse method of making pap that I promise is going to come in handy, so you want to watch and save this recipe, for which you only need some pearl millet. You want to start by washing your millet to get rid of sand and dirt, and you'll notice that when you put it in water and just rub together, most of the husk floats to the top, and so you can just use a sieve to catch it or use your hands to pick it out. The thing about washing millet that is tricky is that some seeds still cling to the husk. It depends on how well it was prepared from the farm. That notwithstanding, you have to get rid of all the husk, as our system is not capable of digesting it, even though it means that you're going to be losing some grain in the process. So I washed my millet 3 times before I was able to get rid of all the husk, and to get rid of the sand, all I did was scoop out the grain gently from the basin with water still in it until only the sand was left under. Now that I'm done cleaning the millet, the next step is to sun dry. Depending on what the weather looks like, you might need to dry this over a couple of days, but this was a really sunny day and I didn't have much to dry, so it only took 1 day. And this is my dry millet ready for milling. I'm just adding some ginger for flavor, and this is totally optional. I took this to the market to grind, but you can do this at home if you have a strong enough blender. So now that we have our millet in powder, let me show you how to actually prepare this. I was going to make moi moi and pap on Saturday morning, so on Friday night, just before I went to sleep, I put some 1.5 cups of my millet powder, put some water in it, and just make sure to dilute properly until there were no lumps. The tip here is to make the consistency just like you would when you are making pap, not runny, but with just enough water. About 8 to 12 hours later, and you can see that fermentation has occurred here. This process is important because it improves the digestibility of the millet and also increases its nutritional value. So the final and last step of making this, I have a pot of boiling water on fire. Do not mind that my water has color, there's some date syrup in it. I'm taking some water out so that I don't end up with too much water. And then I gently pour in my fermented millet into my pot of boiling water while stirring, making sure that no lumps are formed. This might take some time, but you want to make sure that everything is mixed in properly. If you've ever experienced Benue State Makudi, then you must know of this popular street or roadside breakfast option. It is called BA in Tiv language, and at this point my BA seems quite thick, so I'm just going to put some of that water that I had taken out in the beginning and just rinse out the bowl with it and add to the pot on fire. I'll go on to stir to incorporate this liquid to the porridge once again to make sure that I have the perfect consistency. Back home, BA is usually served alongside akpukpa, which is a special kind of okpa or moi moi if you like. Quick story, while growing up I looked forward to the Saturdays when my mom would say, go and buy BA and akpukpa for breakfast. It was the best thing. So I've checked the consistency once again, and that is a little too thick because I know that if I leave this on fire for 2 more minutes it will get even thicker. So I added some of that water again and repeated the process of just incorporating everything together, and now I'm just going to cover it up and let it sit on fire for just about 2 to 3 minutes. Being able to make my own BA is such a nostalgic thing for me. But it's not just that, it's the convenience of it. When I just cannot endure the long process of making pap or the stressful process of making Tom Brown, I just opt for some millet powder and I'm sorted. And every time I make this, I struggle to remember what conventional pap tastes like. Checking on our pap now, and for all intents and purposes, this looks just the way pap that is ready to eat would look. Absolutely delicious, but don't take my word for it, guys. You have to try this recipe out. And I know that you are used to taking smooth pap that is not gritty, but if you consider that millet bran is nutritionally dense with minerals that support bone health, immunity, metabolism, and also that this is just a much less tedious process of making pap, you will agree with me that this recipe is a keeper. If you think so, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Please do not forget that to be part of this community, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment. Like I said, did I already say that? Please share this video with people you think it might be helpful to, and I will see you in another video. Bye.